Good afternoon, Raj.
Good afternoon, Jimmy. How are you doing?
I am fine, thank you. Raj, what can you offer us that other candidates cannot?
Jimmy, what I can offer you? It's both personally and professionally. Professionally, I was in a financial institution in international and in North America, international that's in the Caribbean, um, for over 20 years. I've been working there in a financial institution, and in combination of that, I can. It's that's two different backgrounds, as you can see. In combination of that, I can offer you my managerial skill, my ability to problem solve, and my commitment to any company that would me.
Very good. And Raj, do you have any other additional strengths that you would like to add to that?
Yes, to name a few, I am very committed. I'm an easygoing person, friendly. I can multitask. I get along well with my peers. I I always encourage them and try to motivate them to
Very,
make them.
very
Sorry.
good, Raj. And how successful have you been so far?
I would say I was pretty successful, both personally and professionally. Personally, I have set some goals in the past years, and I've achieved them. I was very happy with that. Professionally, in many jobs I've had, many companies, I've started, at the entry level in some areas, and I've worked my way through. I've climbed the ladder, and I've seen like I go to some places and I met employees there, and I moved on, and they were still there. They were still tagging along behind, and I was very proud of that. I moved from areas to areas, department to department. Um,
Well,
to add,
that does sound like a successful story.
yeah,
Uh,
I wanted. Sorry, I was just gonna give you an example.
okay.
Um, to add to that, like I always make my daily goals, and when I do my reviews with my manager every quarter, I was highly rated, and they were very satisfied with my performance. That alone tells me that I'm successful. But very recently, with something I'm very proud of again, with my last job, I modified a system, a daily procedure, right? And at the end of that, it saved the company a lot of time, some money, of course, too. And at the end, we found that our production increased by at least 10 to 15% per quarter. I was acknowledged, it was acknowledged by management, and I was rewarded for that. So I said there again, I was successful.
Yes, I'd say that sounds quite successful. Raj, what are your limitations, your biggest mistakes, and that's provided you have some?
Oh yeah, we do. We all do.
Is that true?
Sorry?
Yeah, I said it's true.
Yeah, I lost you there, Jess. I'm sorry. Yeah, one of my biggest thing I would say, it's public speaking. I'm not very good at that, but I'm working on it, and I've found that I'm making some progress.
Very,
To add to that is, I'm the kind like to do it right the first time. I like to get things done so long as I'm committed to it. I'm too lenient, I would say sometimes. I just can't say no to my peers. So those
well,
are some
a
limitations.
lot of employers would like that because it shows you're totally dedicated.
Oh well, I am, to
Uh,
be very honest with you.
Raj, how long would it take you to make a meaningful contribution to our firm?
Jamie, I would like to start to contribute from day one, but with every company, as you know, they have their policies and procedures. First, I have to learn about the company and its products. I have to probably do my research and what have you. Um, and if I'm giving the proper training and tools, I would say approximately 6 to 8 weeks, if not before.
I think that's quite reasonable. And Raj, can you give me a situation in which you had to work under pressure or meet a deadline?
Oh, Jamie, in my last position, I could say that every day. Um, but basically, it's the beginning of the month, mid month, and the end of the month. Those times, volumes are almost double, right? And regardless of the volume, certain things. This is where the pressure point came in. Certain things we have to do. We have to be done at least like 10 o'clock in the morning. If we don't, it's going to impact our clients tremendously. So
Well,
we have to make sure. Sorry?
it sounds like you're well accustomed to working under pressure and meeting
Oh,
deadlines.
yes. You could say that again. Yeah. And on the other hand, what about the 10 a.m. story? Um, the other part of that, um, our stuff has to be done on day one. It cannot go over for the next, because if it goes over, it's going to impact our company this time, and that could result to revenue loss to our company, and we don't want that.
No, exactly. Definitely not. Finally, Raj, when would you be able to start?
Jamie, I don't know what to say, if it's fortunately or unfortunately, but at the moment I'm unemployed and I'm looking for work, so I could start immediately. If you want to call me tomorrow, I'm ready.
That's a good attitude, and employers like to hear that. Well, Raj, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck to you in your search.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jamie. It was nice. I enjoyed the interview.
I did too. Thank you for your time.
You too. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.
Bye.